I'm from a grimy era, let's talk about it. Gotta keep a pole, can't walk without it. Did some things in the streets, but I won't talk about it. Seen some things in the streets, but I won't talk about it. I'm from a hood that's thorough, they don't play here. And they don't play on these blocks, it ain't a daycare. A new kid gets shot every day here. I guess that's why my heart colder than the rain there.
Oh, it's no age limit on music, homie. You got 2 Chainz, the Fabulous, these grown men, like, ain't no age limit on this shit, homie.
Now, Joffy the Mac, aka Joffy Top Tiger, is a rapper from Southside Jamaica, Queens, American Towers to be exact. Now, Joffy was one of the guys whose name was ringing from the Towers, so 50 thought he'd make a good fit being down with the G-Unit movement. Lloyd Banks, who already knew Joffy from school, would go to the Towers with a few others to holler at him and possibly recruit him. Now, Joffy would eventually meet 50 Cent and bang him Smurf, and eventually get down with the G-Unit movement. Now, Joffy would go on the road with 50 Cent and G-Unit, but his time would get cut short due to having a physical altercation involving 50 Cent's road manager and Bang'em Smurf. Now, Bang'em Smurf would explain his situation in a few interviews. Now, supposedly, Joffy was the one 50 Cent's road manager, Marcus, was accusing of stealing his jersey, which would lead to Bang'em Smurf and Joffy jumping him.
First of all, I like to type in that still flip. You know me. The thing I ever took was Nick bitches.
Now, this altercation led to Joffy and Smurf getting sent home off the tour.
One of my homies had a little situation outside and wound up punching the road manager in the face. We wound up fighting. 50 ain't like that. Send everybody back home.
But unlike Bang'em Smurf, Joffy Top Tiger would be able to come back on tour with 50 Cent. But before Joffy could go back on tour with Fifth, he'll run into some trouble with the law. Now, supposedly, Joffy shot a shot at police from his window and ended up coming outside where police would grab him up, which led to a big altercation between the cops and guys from his building. Now, Joffy would end up being bailed out of jail and 50 would pay for his lawyer fees. Now, even though Joffy and Bang'em Smurf became very close, they eventually have a fallout because Joffy decided to continue to rep the G-Unit brand while Bang'em Smurf and 50 Cent was having problems.
I think he was coming and he started to want to diss them, and I wasn't with that. Because I'm like, they ain't do nothing to me.
Now, after repping the G-Unit brand and going hard, Joffy would be shot 5 times over some beef that G-Unit had at the time.
I got shot behind G-Unit. I went to jail, I got shot for June. I went to jail for a whole year. I had a bag.
Joffy ended up being in the hospital for 2 months and even being in a coma. He would also have to learn to walk again, and he also had a colostomy bag. Now, while Joffy was recovering in the hospital, he refused to give police any information on who shot him. So when he was released from the hospital, the cops would arrest Joffy for a shooting he supposedly done. Now, Joffy would end up in jail while he was shot up, and Lloyd Banks would end up paying for Joffy's lawyer fees, and Joffy would eventually come home from that charge. Now, with all Joffy been through, he's still managing to do his thing and even maintain a relationship with 50 Cent to this day. And also, he was out recently with 50 Cent. I believe he was doing like a show and 50 was in the building. He came and showed him love and supported him. And you know, he was out eating with 50 Cent as well. I seen them two together and all that. So hopefully something good will come out that, and it's good to see 50 still supporting him. Now, a few years back, Joffy came home from another case he caught. He was locked up for a little minute. He came home, dropping videos, and got right back to work, so salute to him. And he definitely was around for that whole DVD era. It was even a time when he was hanging out with Maserati Fox heavy, so salute. Now, this is just a story I wanted to speak on. I found it very interesting. He was originally a member of the G-Unit clique and all that. And I don't see too many people talking about him online, and he got a crazy story. But anyway, if you're a fan of these old hip-hop stories, tell a friend to tell a friend about my page. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. More content coming, and I'm out. 1.